Hey everyone, just real quick, I want to jump on here and do a quick book review. Actually, a friend recommended me this book. It's called Your Move by Danielle Maya. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. You might hear my dog in the background, so forgive him. But pretty cool cover, chessboard. Anyways, I got the book and I started reading it. And this one actually hit pretty good. I have to say that a lot of you guys know that I'm a big fan of Goosebumps type of stuff. I kind of try to like to do my books a little bit, maybe like a darker side of Goosebumps. This one kind of fit in that genre of how the horror book was done. Creep factor definitely there. And basically what it is that young Cynthia was very close to her grandfather, and her grandfather passes away. And she starts putting some, her parents have her put some of the stuff, like his old things, up in the attic. And as she does so, she sees a chessboard, and her and him played the chess quite a bit. He taught her, and it was a big memory for her. So she set it up in the upstairs in the attic, and she set it up just like to play. Well, the next day she goes back up there, and she sees one of the pieces have been moved. And she thinks that she's somehow reconnected with her grandfather, that the ghost is there. And she starts playing the game. And to her surprise, she finds out that not all games are fun. And I have to say, this book was really well done. I don't want to say any more than that because it'll give away the entire story. I want you guys to actually read this one because I really, really liked it. I thought it was great. And this one kind of hit hard. I started this a few weeks ago. And as you all know, I just lost my father. And whenever you take and lose someone, you're always searching for a way to get that last 1 minute with them. And this one kind of hit hard in that realm because it dealt with her trying to get that last minute with her grandfather, only to find out that it may not be him she's playing with. And I will say this was a really good book. It surprised me. I was hooked on it. I started reading it, couldn't put it down. I think that the feel or the flow of it, as myself, how I like to write, this was actually really good. I definitely recommend this book. So if you guys see it out there, or you see it on Amazon or wherever out there, I definitely recommend it. It's Your Move by Danielle Maya. Excellent book. Thanks, Stephanie, for recommending this book to me. It was a winner. All right, thank you guys, and have a wonderful day. And hopefully, I got this pen that's supposed to operate my phone, but I don't know how to operate the dang thing very well. As y'all well know, I'm not very tech savvy, so hopefully this...
Fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end.
One, I don't know how to edit any of this stuff, so like everything that you see is legit. Now, if you do have theories or whatever, like she's saying, that what it could be, feel free to put it in the comment. That's not a problem.
There's one piece of footage that we have that you're going to see. I think you're saving that for the grand finale.
Yeah.
I want that to be a ghost.
Yeah.
Because if it's not,
yeah, and
that bothers me greatly.
Part 2 that you're going to see is very disturbing for a couple of reasons.
And we'll explain.
It on
that I
at that
discovered
time.
that
Yeah.
made me.
And we'll show that footage as well.
But
go ahead and watch the rest of this, and then see what you guys think of the footage with this thing going off. All right. All right. Get right back to you guys in a little bit.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus!
Wow. Okay, so we may have some ghost activity inside the bathroom. Like we turn off the light and it's just going nuts. Now we were in here earlier. We did the whole room and it did not move at all. It's just going freaking nuts. Hey everyone, real quick, I just wanted to give you guys an update on current and future projects. So I just finished my latest book, The Last Straw, which is a very fast-paced action thriller. This one's pretty intense. It's a little bit off what I usually do, but it is something I had came up with years ago, and I always wanted to finish it, and I did. That should be, I'll be sending it off, hopefully, within this week to an editor to have it done, and then maybe get the book out, hopefully, by Halloween. That's my goal, although I'm not promising anything. And then second, just recently I was approached by a fellow author about joining a very large project that I'm super excited about. I can't say too much right now until I know all the information, but it is going to be a big project involving me and some other authors on something that might be very big for everybody. And I think it's a really great project. I'm deeply honored that I was considered and that I was reached out to by this other author to help do these things. So more on that as things progress. Hopefully it works out because I'm pretty excited about it. All right, guys, just giving you an update. Thank you very much. Hey, everybody, real quick. I wanted to take and let you know about one of my books that is coming out pretty soon. I actually have two. The Last Straw, which is a psychological thriller that's coming out on November 20th. But I really excited about is a book I just recently was asked to do for Stephanie James Publishing. Stephanie James published this book, Your Move by Danielle Maya. And I bought this book a while back and I read it and I really loved it. In fact, kind of hit hard because it happened at a time. I actually picked it up right when my father passed away. And whenever you have someone that you lose, you always want that last chance to just be with them one more time. Well, in this book, Your Move, it follows young Cynthia, who's about 7 years old here. She just lost her grandfather, who she was extremely close to. And one of the things was that she was very heartbroken, and she's, sitting there and she's just looking out the window, just wishing that she could be with her grandfather one more time. Well, as she's helping putting away his box things up in the attic, she knocks over a couple of boxes and sees his old chessboard. And the chessboard's pretty important because her grandfather was kind of like a champion of chess, but that was how they bonded. They had, he taught her how to play chess, and that was their kind of time together outside of school and all that stuff. So she kind of feeling down, she puts the board up on a table in the attic and sets it up to be played, thinking that she just do it as an honor and memory to him. Well, the next day when she goes back up there, she finds that one of the pieces have been moved. One of the black pieces have been moved. Well, she gets all excited. At first, she thinks it's her parents playing tricks on her. When she finds out it's not, she thinks that it's her grandfather's spirit that she is playing with. So she gets all happy and she starts playing the game. Well, unfortunately, as the game progresses, really bad things start happening, and she soon realizes that it's not her grandfather's spirit she's playing. It's something altogether different. And that's when this story really picks up. I don't want to ruin the ending for you, but there's a couple of unique factors. One, the book is more on the young adult side, and it was brilliantly written, at least the way I feel it was. But it is on the young adult side, and it is done in a way where there's actually a couple of different endings that you get to choose from. I mean, how many times have we read a book and we think, hey, man, I really wish I would have got a different ending? And that's what this book does. And then I thought that was really brilliant. And then Stephanie James reached out to me. They had read my books, and they were excited and asked me to do a sequel. I was hell yeah, because I really liked this one, and I want to go ahead and continue that story. So my book, which is going to be titled The Next Move, is a sequel to this off the original ending. And that's going to join up a couple of years later after this book. And now, naturally, this is YA. On my version of the sequel, it actually takes it up a little bit of a notch. And that adds more thrills and chills. I will tell you, though, I still keep it within reasonable range because I still want to be able to target the younger audience on it and keep it within that YA realm, but still have enough thrills and chills for an adult reader that really wants to get into it. So I do take it up a couple of notches, and I was really excited about doing the sequel because I was able to take and really delve into it and I'm getting emotional because I actually like this book that I just wrote for Stephanie James as probably one of my best works ever because it has a lot of right amount of comedy in it. It has a lot of mystery. If you love mystery thrillers, it's on there. It kind of hits all those while staying true to the original story. So what I'm going to ask is that you guys go out, check out Stephanie James Publishing. You can find this book on Amazon. That's where I got it. And then I will follow me and then follow Stephanie James, obviously, Publishing. And for more updates, as soon as we get a cover for the new book and no more information, I'll release that out to you guys with her permission, of course. But definitely follow Stephanie James because there's going to be an update on this very quickly. All right. Thank you guys so much. Hey everyone, real quick, I want to do a quick post. I did a little bit of a post earlier. The Next Move, which is a sequel to Danielle Maya's New Move. I really hate the gloss on here. That's, I do that to all my books. I need to do a way of not doing that, but that's the way I do. Anyways, I really enjoyed making this book. I know I've mentioned it 100 times. But again, another review came in today, and it just keeps getting 5-star reviews, and I really can't say how much that means to me. Um, Mainly because it shows how much I've grown as a writer, and I think that's common with most authors. Is you have your first book, which is your baby, but there's always errors in it, because you're still trying to feel the waters and try to figure out how to do everything correctly, especially if you don't have any guidance, right? And then each progressive step after that, the books get better, hopefully, right? And then with the Next Move, I was very excited to write that book because it isn't like my normal, creepy. Well, it is creepy. Don't get me wrong; it has a creep factor there, but it's not my normal horror books. This one's a little bit more on the PG-13 side, and it has a lot of comedy in it. It's more of a dark comedy than anything else, and I really enjoyed it. So when I get these reviews on there, as it does with so many other authors, it means a lot to us, right? Even if you get a negative review, it still helps out to a degree because it helps us learn. But in this case, it keeps getting 5-star reviews, and I just want to say thank you for everybody that went out and checked that story. I really loved making it. I might do some insiders because I do get asked a lot about 4 of the main characters, the younger boys, Bobby and Mark and Brad and all those, how I created them. So I might do a separate video on that. For now, though, I do want to thank you guys all so much for checking out The Next Move. You can get this on Amazon. You can also go to Stephanie James Publishing website, and then get the book from there. You'll also see some of my other books being promoted on that website along with Amazon. That's the only, Next Move is on Stephanie James, but all my other books are on Amazon if you want to check those out. I got a new book, The Last Straw. That should come out on the 20th, and hopefully that'll be here pretty soon. All right. Thank you guys so much.